When developing your green team, it's important that you not only think about the qualities of the people, but also the composition. You want a variety of functions. You don't want everybody who just is environmental affairs on the green team. You want a cross-representative look across your organization. You want people from operations and procurement and management and office managers. You want people from accounting and HR. You want to get a diverse set of functions because everybody's going to bring a different lens to their organization, as well as they might have ideas or opportunities that work within their functional unit that may not present themselves in your own. And by having a variety of functions on a green team, you're going to enable much more opportunity to take action and to realize results. You also want different skill sets. You're going to need people who are good communicators, people who are good writers, people who are good at data analytics, maybe some people who are good with facilitation or project management or budgeting. Make sure you have a variety of different skill sets in your green team and also different levels. It's great to have a bunch of people at the grassroots, but it's even better if you have people at the frontline level, middle management, upper management. If you can get people across all those different areas, again, you can start talking about things in a way that you can't typically do it if you only have a green team composed of one level of employees. And you want to have people, a balance between doers and people who have influence. Now, within your green team, it's really important as you get started to definitely recruit doers, people who are going to help you do things. But it's also important to have a few people on the team who might have some ability to influence or some budget that they can bring to the team, because it's great if you have all these doers who want to do anything, but if they can't actually help influence or make connections, then you might run into a few more problems than you need to right off the bat. So try and have a balance within your composition of your green team. And some of the qualities of the people that you want on there, you want people who can show up. You want people who can regularly attend. They're willing to take on specific responsibilities. They bring knowledge to the organization from a particular area of expertise. Maybe they can serve as an information source, as being part of the green team back to their organization or back to their department. You want them to obviously bring enthusiasm and charisma, but it doesn't really matter who you bring. You want a mix of introverts and extroverts, but you need to make sure that people who are going to show up are going to continue to show up. How does your green team gain management support? Well, as I mentioned in the slide, it really comes down to you put three different things together. You have to create a strong value proposition. So some example value propositions are, what's the value of this green team? Well, we're not only going to help green the organization, but we're going to help deliver cost savings. Or, HR is really looking forward to this, and the green team can be a way that can help attract and retain talent. Maybe customers have expectations, and this is a way of saying, well, we're doing some things internally that meet customer expectations. Could be about regulatory compliance. You want people on your team that are going to help your compliance and your legal team stay ahead of what regulation and legislation might be coming. Your green team can play that role. Or it might just be, hey, you've got all these different practices within the organization, but they're not aligned. And you want to align those business practices with the value of the organization and what you're talking about from a sustainability perspective. So you need to first create that strong value proposition. It's probably going to be a blend of all of these. Then you need to be clear about what resources and time that's needed. A lot of green teams get started as volunteers. It's unpaid. A lot of people meet during their lunch hour or after work or find time within a day to do it, and that's fine. But you want to be clear to what management is going to get out of that versus if people can actually work on their own paid time and if there's resources behind it. And lastly, you want to define the role management will be playing. If you're just getting started, it might be like, hey, just stay out of our way. Just let us try a few things. Just, don't beat us up if we try and, reduce our paper usage or our energy usage. Or you might be saying, hey, if we're getting started, we need management to be out in front and saying, hey, we've got this green team. We want your support. We want your cooperation. Do as they say. That can also be a way that management can be gaining support. So if you have a strong value proposition, you're very clear about the resources and time that's needed, and define the role that you want management to play, those are keys for gaining management support.